Hi creatives, welcome back to my YouTube channel, The Creative Light. If today is your first time of stopping by, you are welcomed. In today's tutorial, we'll be learning how to make this luxury cow bubu gown with pleated shoulder and front lapel. This bubu gown is very easy to make. A total beginner can make this bubu gown. If this is something you are interested in, keep on watching. Ensure to watch to the end of the video so that you can have a better understanding on how to make this beautiful dress. Let's get started. To make this bubu gown, I have 4 yards of damask fabric, right? You can use any fabric of your choice. You can use Mikado, you can use Duchess, you can use crepe. You can also use Ankara to make it, right? So the first thing to do, I want to cut out my lapel. The lapel is going to be very long and I don't want joining of any sort. So I'm just going to fold the 4 yards this way, right, along the selvage area. And I'll mark a straight line as my starting point. The length of my lapel is 5 inches, right? It's going to be on fold. On fold is going to be 2.5. So I'll mark 5 inches. Just mark it across. I'll rule it. I'll connect the points. After that, I'll cut it out. I had to pin it to keep it in place because it was moving around. This is 4 yards by 5 inches. See how long it is. 4 yards by 5 inches. At the back, I will iron estate to it, right? Interface. See the way the fabric is folded. I'm not going to cut it this way, right? I'm going to fold it in a way that the selvage area is going to be by the side. See that place that I cut is by the side, is no longer at the top. That's the way you're going to fold your own fabric, right? I pinned the fabric to keep it in place too. For the neckline, for the back, because I'm cutting the back first, I use 3 inches by 1 inch, right? I just connect the points. For the sleeve, I use the whole of the fabric. I use 25 inches, right? From the center front, I measured to the end of the fabric. On that point, for the sleeve opening, I marked 12 inches. You can use less or more. On that sleeve opening point, right, I just wanted to get the exact measurement I got at the shoulder. That's 25 inches. On that 12 inches, I came in by 4 inches, right? That's the 4 inches I'm marking there, right? The next measurement to take is the shoulder to new measurement. So you measure from your shoulder to your new point. The shoulder to new is 42 inches, right? And I marked it there. On that shoulder to new measurement, right, that point, You divide your hip by 4, then add 3 inches to it, right? Hip divided by 4 is 10 inches. I did 3 inches plus 3 inches initially, but I later made it 4 inches. You can make yours 3 inches, right? You measure that point. What I have there is 14 inches. Then you measure your shoulder to your gown length. The shoulder to gown length is 60 inches, right? You add your sewing allowance. For me, I added 2 inches sewing allowance. That's the gown length and the 2 inches seam allowance, hemming allowance. I marked that point. On that hemming allowance, you bring down that new measurement. The measurement you had on your new, that is the same measurement you put at the hem, right? Then you connect the hem to the new. The next thing to do is to connect the new to the sleeve opening, right? You just make a cow shape from this point to the new line. You just curve it like this. If you don't want the cow to be too big, you can go in more instead of going out, right? So this is what you're just going to do. You connect from the sleeve opening to the new. That's it basically. Our dress is ready to cut. So I'm just going to cut the neckline first, then cut the other part of the dress. My table is quite small for the length of this dress. So that's why you see me move the fabric. So I've cut it out, right? I'll take out my pins. I'll open up the fabric so that I can cut the neck for the front. See the way I picked the fabric from the center, right? So that's what you're going to do. You're just going to pick the fabric from the center and open it. You make sure that it is straight, right? The sleeves, you make sure they are straight from the shoulder to the length of the dress. Make sure it is straight. Then you pin so that it doesn't move while you cut. So I've pinned the fabric. The next thing I'm going to do is to mark my shoulder point, right? Just mark that shoulder point so that I can be able to make my measurements. So from that shoulder point, I came down by 9 inches for the front neck depth. On that 9 inches point, I marked 1.5 inches. The 1.5 inches, you mark it down to the length of the dress, right? Then you connect the points. Under neck width, 3 inches neck width, you connect it to the 9 inches. That's for the front. Then you cut it out and open up the fabric. To get the shoulder pleat, on that shoulder point, I'll mark 7 inches. From that 7 inches, I'll mark another 7 inches. Then in between the 7 inches, you're just going to divide it into 2. That's 3.5, right? So I'll pick the middle line, right? See the way I folded it? The first 7 is going to touch the second 7, right? That's the height of the pleat is going to be 3.5, right? I'll measure it to make sure it's up to that 3.5, right? It wasn't, so I had to do it again. I'll pin that point. I measured it again to get the 3.5. I pinned it. I measured the other side and pinned it. So from that shoulder point, the front, you mark 3 inches, right? You also mark 3 inches at the back. Then you sew it at that point. 3 inches for the back, then 3 inches for the front. That's 6 inches, right? So I want to show you how to do it again for this other side of the sleeve. From that shoulder width, you measure 7 inches, right? On that 7 inches, you measure another 7 inches. Then you get the midpoint of the 7 inches. That's 3.5, right? Then you pick that midpoint, right? You make it a pleat. You pleat it towards the sleeve opening. You make sure that the width of the pleat is 3.5 inches, right? Then you pin that point. Measure again. You pin it. If it's not up to 3 inches, you readjust your fabric to get the 3.5, please. From that shoulder, you measure 3 inches. For the front, the back also, you measure 3 inches. You stitch on that 6 inches. I hope you understand right now. That is it for the pleated sleeve. I've gone ahead to iron my stay and also folded my fabric into 2. That's 2.5, right? I notched the center of the back neck and also center of the lapel, right? So that I can fix it at that center point. I'll place it at that notch point, stitch it round down. I'll do the same for the other side. I've sewn the 6 inches and also added the lapel. So from the shoulder, you measure the 9 inches for the neckline, the front neckline. You overlap it. You pin it to keep it in place. You overlap it to the new point, right? You sew it very close to the end from the neck down to the new. At that knee point, you just curve it in and lock it, right? have sewn it down. The next thing to do is to attach the belt. You flip it over to the back of the fabric, right? Then from the shoulder, you mark shoulder to waist point. I was trying to get the shoulder measurement from the front. From that shoulder, you mark your waist measurement, shoulder to waist. Shoulder to waist is 17 inches. Mark it there. From that lapel, you measure 7 inches, right? The beginning of the lapel. Then you take your belt. The belt measurement is 2.5 by 35 inches. You do same for the other side, right? Stitch down the belts. After that, you hem the sleeve. You fold it twice and hem it. Then you sew the sides by 1 inch and hem the down of the dress. So I've gone ahead to attach the belts, the sleeve, the sides, and also hem the down of the dress. Like I said earlier, if you don't want the cowl to be much, you just go in, right? From that 4 inches, you go in. So persons don't really like it big, but for me, I like it to be big, right? You just go in while drafting. I hope you understand me. I've turned this to the right side of the dress, and that's it basically. If you found this tutorial useful, please give this video a thumbs up and leave a comment. If you have not subscribed to this channel, what are you waiting for? Please go ahead and subscribe to this channel. Turn on the notification bell so that you'll be notified whenever I upload new videos. All right, see you in my next one. Bye.